Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I have something a little more akin to the Acela than the Union Pacific steam locomotives next to it. I picked up this Atlas Silver Series New Jersey Transit ALP-45 dual-purpose locomotive. This is the Silver Series version. That's Dakota Ready. And I don't have any New Jersey Transit models, and I wanted to add to my collection some New Jersey Transit. As I grew up watching New Jersey Transit commuter trains running up and down, passing by Point Pleasant Beach Station on the Jersey Shore where I grew up. And this was a really good price. I think I picked it up from modeltrainstuff.com. I'm going to do a little unboxing. I'm probably not going to run it. There's no sound or anything like that. There's lots of videos on YouTube that already do that anyway. So why don't we crack open the box and just kind of see what it looks like as you open it up. Alright, so we have it on the table here, and let's have a quick look at the box. Designed from prototype drawings and field research with the cooperation of New Jersey Transit. That's good to see, as we all know Atlas is at Hillside, New Jersey. So they're right in their backyard, really. It's got space for a speaker and a 21-pin decoder. Very nice. I'll have to add the decoder later. Decoders are kind of hard to get right now. But let's go ahead and open up the box and see how it's packaged and see what we get. We get foam. Look at this foam. We got lots of foam. Alright. Pull out the locomotive. It comes in this nice ice cube style packaging, is how I like to call it. We'll just slide it out. Very carefully remove it from the packaging. And there goes the package of handrails and the handrail template for the nose. The handrails for the nose are not pre-installed. It's a cost-saving measure, but I'll be adding those later, I think. Alright, we'll just carefully pick this up and have a look at the detail and the graphics. It has a nice weight to it. I'm probably going to swap that front coupler for a scale head coupler. Very crisp on the decals there. No etched parts. The grill exhaust's not being etched is a little disappointing, but it's, again, for the price of, I think I paid $112 for this before shipping. Not bad, and because it's Atlas, I have a good feeling it's going to run really well. Lots of different labels and warning labels and signage. I might add some MU hoses to the front there too. And here we have the packet, including the template. Use a pin vise and a number 80 drill bit to drill holes into the shell, and then you glue the handrails into the holes that you've drilled, and it's supposed to be very accurate. So I'll do that off camera, and I'll take care of that later. It's not something I'm going to do with a camera in my face in case I mess up. I'll likely add some crew to that cab as well. I just love the look of this thing. It's a bit of an ugly duck, but it's I don't know, it's unique for sure. Now I know that Atlas has already put out a video detailing how to raise and lower the pantograph. Apparently it's a bit sticky, the first time you do it. That latching mechanism is very tight. I'll show it here as well, closing it up. Some of the paint does rub off when you do this, apparently, but it just snaps into place. It snaps into 3 places. At the base of the pantograph, at the back arm of the pantograph, it has that mounting bracket, and then the pan head itself snaps back. There's just a little latch, and it just pops in. You have to give it a little bit more force than you might think is safe, but once you get it up, it's up. And I found that you do this a few times, it becomes significantly easier. And there it is. I absolutely love this model. It's I never thought I'd be interested in modern day commuter operations, but I might end up collecting some more of these types of this motive power and of this nature. I already have a P42 on the way, and I'm looking at getting some AMP fleet coaches and some superliner cars, and maybe looking at some other pieces of New Jersey Transit as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm thinking about making a display shelf with catenary and a little station platform, and to just display these pieces on a shelf until I can get something more permanent where they can actually run and stretch their legs. But I love it. It looks great, and I'll be adding those handrails relatively soon. Maybe I'll throw up a photo right here after I do so. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do a rolling road test. It didn't really make sense to. We're going to just see how it runs on a DC. This is the old red knob black box train set controller from the 90s. You all know it. You all hate it. Any of my other locomotives hate this thing. Let's see how the ALP from Atlas handles it. It actually has a slow starting speed. That's actually very impressive. And I imagine, of course, once we eventually get a decoder in there, it will improve even more. I went ahead and pulled the shell off as I'm getting ready to put the handrails on. And I was actually surprised to see there is a speaker in the back here. The box says space for speaker, and I remember from a Model Railroader magazine review that there was no speaker in this. So that's kind of a surprise. Here's the banking plug. That's you have plenty of room for a 21-pin decoder in there. I might swap that stock speaker for a better one. I haven't decided which. But for now, I'm sure it's fine. Tight fit in that cab. I'm going to have to chop someone's legs off, put them in there, but, you know, that's the name of the game. Good 5-pole motor in there. Dual flywheel. It's your standard modern diesel-esque motive power setup. To add to this, I recently picked up, in a separate order that I made, a few Atlas passenger cars, the multi-level passenger cars to go with this model. I went ahead and just purchased 2 standard trailer cars, as they're called. They look great. The lighting on DC seems to work fine. I haven't tried it on DCC. It's supposed to be a fairly constant lighting. I definitely plan on adding passengers to these models as well. I haven't decided on a brand yet, or if I want to paint my own, or how that's going to look just yet, but I also went ahead and purchased a cab car that has the Heritage banner for the Pennsylvania Railroad on it. I'm not actually a Pennsylvania fan, but this was the cab car they had in stock, and you know what? It's really cool. I love it. It makes me want to see if I can make or find images of the other banners to put on temporary labels maybe for the other cars. That might be a fun project. That will eventually get a crew figure in the driver position. The multi-function Loksound 5 decoder will also get in there with a speaker, as there is space for a speaker and the Loksound decoder in there. So you can have sound coming from your cab car as you do push-pull operations, which is really cool. Really happy to have a nice little 3-car train with the locomotive. So yeah, I am really happy to have a couple of passenger cars and the cab car to go ahead and run push-pull operations with this ALP-45. I am super excited to have it, and thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.